Hello guys and welcome back. We're still building the castle, the big fortress castle type thing, majig that we were doing. End of the last video, what we'd done is we had finished off the side turrets, so these are how they're looking at the moment. I do need to put some crenellations. I've not decided 100% on crenellations around here yet. I mean, what I could do is have a look now. I've got you here. So sometimes they don't add up space-wise, so you have to be careful. So we did that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and then we do it like this, I suppose. Suppose it'd work. Yeah. So what we're going to do in this episode is we're going to start decorating the wall a little bit more to make it look more castle-y, as it were. That side, that. Just let me get these finished. So these sides are exactly the same, but each opposite side should look exactly the same. So yeah, so there we go. Yeah, it kind of works. Don't know if it really needed them, but I could always play around with it later. Right, yeah, so what we're going to do on this episode, obviously I'll do that on the other side as well in a second, when I do a jump cut. I'm going to look at the possibility of putting a central tower on these parts here, so not a high tower, about the same height as that top there, but just to break up the wall a little bit. So yeah, so probably I'm going to look at doing that now. So what I'll do is I'll create a circle, again using the markers that we set down in the other videos. So I'll create a circle here that'll come out. I don't want it to come out too far, about maybe 3 blocks from the edge. So if you remember from the other video, we used the circle map thing that I was going to show you. In fact, if I remember, the other video is just rendering at the moment. If I do remember, I'll post a link to that map image. Basically, it's just like a picture of circles, and it gives you an indication of how much, what blocks you should place where to create a proper circle. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll use that as a central point, and then we'll build a circle around. Maybe come out 3 or 4 blocks from the edge, and I mean, when I say the edge, not the edge of the wall, but the actual edge of the crenellation. Actually, to be fair, that could be a good idea. If we get it to come out just as far as this, yeah, that could work. Or maybe just 1 block extra. No, I kind of like the idea of it coming out a little bit further, but I don't want them to make them too big. Let's just have a look at the other side. It's just easy to image on the other side because I've got so many markers there. I'm not sure if this is going to be the best place to do it, to be fair. It is halfway down the wall though. But what we'll do is I'll play around with a circle now. I'll do a jump cut. I'll just finish off the crenellations on the other side. We'll do a jump cut, and then we'll have a look at what the circle looks like. Because I'll build one with markers, and then we can have a look and see how it would actually look. Okay, so yep. So if you just hang on a minute, I'll do a jump cut, and I'll see you after the jump cut. Hi guys. Sorry, it's not quite the leap of kind of achievement that I promised after the jump cut, but I finished the crenellations off on both sides just to clarify on that. So basically, I'll show you exactly how I planned this. I gave myself, if you remember from the last video, when you get the map of circles, it'll have it won't be a complete line down both angles, but it'll show you a rough idea of how wide the circle needs to be. So I've given myself a little bit of a map in the sense of I want the actual tower itself not to come any further than this. So I want this to be at the outer edge of the tower, because if I did it any further, it would come out too far, and it would just I'd start looking a bit silly. I did want kind of possibly like a semicircle here that you could walk out onto, but I think the just the logistics of it would be a bit kind of meh. I mean, would it be that bad? I suppose. What we can do is what I've done in the past. We can test one side of it, see how it looks, and if it doesn't look quite right, we can extend it out a little bit. But I'm not sure if that should be a good idea. Sorry, I'm just talking inside my head again. This is normally the stuff that I do when I'm off camera. I'm starting to think maybe you should do, because I've already found the circle that I would use. Sorry, every time I move the mouse, if I don't have my hand on the mouse slides around everywhere. Because I'm not actually on a desk or anything. So this was an 8, so that would have given me circle 15. Sorry, just bear with me 1 second. You'll have to just look at the ground for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I did circle 19, could have it come out 10 on either side. Because then we would get some sort of semicircle thing coming out on this side, but I'm just worried it's coming out a bit too far from the actual wall. But we do want to break the wall up a little bit. But I'm also worried that it's... I don't know. Oh, that's a tough one, this. What we'll do is... let's just see what kind of impact that would have on the actual build. So, I'm just looking at 19s now. So we'd have to do... from the centre, we'd have to do 3 in on either side. Again, use the markers as always, just so you've got a frame. You're not building with brick and it gets a bit distorted. So it'd be that wide. Let's just see how far it'd come in. It'd go in. Sorry, I'm just following the map as I discussed last time. So it'd come in. It's a bit more tricky because we haven't got a floor to actually place them on. So get rid of that. It comes 3 in. I do believe. Yep, 3 in. Oh wait, no, it should have done that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's right. And then it comes 2 in, which would take it to there. Then these are in off the edge, they're not coming diagonal. So that's 3, 2. Then it'd do 2, but on a diagonal. I should have done that. So it become 2 in like this. Just put that crenellation back. No, it'll come 2 down, and then it'll do 3, but without a diagonal. So it'll do 1, 2, 3. And it should do in the... this should meet up for the centre. That's all. Now I've got it right. So it should do 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So the centre would be here, as it is with the thingy. So I'll show you now. Oops. Yeah. So it does marry up. So basically, that's what the circle would look like on things. Just let's do it on the other side as well, just so we actually know. Properly. So it's 1, 2, 3 on this side. Then it's 2 in, and then it's diagonal 1. I think. Is it diagonal 1? No, it's not. 2. What have I done here now? It's a 3 and a 3, then a 2, then a 2 down. But it's on a. So it's hard to look at the map and look at the screen at the same time because I'm looking on a map on a different computer. And then the 3 coming down is here, marries up like that, and then the last 3 comes out again and does that. Just double check that. I may have made a mistake there. It's hard to concentrate and do this at the same time. It looks like it's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that should be right then. So that's basically how a half circle of it would look. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Because I was worried that it would start not dwarfing that size, but it was a bit too close to the size of that. But don't forget, you won't view the inside of the circle. Well, actually, you will because there'll be a small tower being raised. In fact, shall we do that? Oh, see, I'm stuck again now. Let me have a tinker with it. Because what I might do is, in fact, I'm definitely going to do that. Because the first plan is I was going to do a shorter tower here. So basically, it would only come up for about, say, this high. Let's just show you for an example. Enough for a doorway, but it was going to be in case, so you'd actually have a circular tower here. But what I think I might do now is just create the actual top of the circle here and then build down. and then leave the top flat, because then there'll be a little area here you can walk out onto. It's not a big area, but it just gives an extra bit of depth to the wall. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll do this one the way it is now. We'll get this one finished off, and then I'll do a jump cut. Well, I'll do a jump cut now, and then I'll finish the circle off, and then we'll start building it and have a look how it looks. We can take it from there. Okay, so yep, jump cut. Okay, so I played around with the design a little bit, not much, but a little bit. But I'm thinking this kind of will work. It's not going to come too far out that it's going to affect how these side turrets look, but I think it will have a genuinely good effect. What I'm probably going to do as well is I'll just give you a direct. Well, if I come down about this far, that far maybe. Then I'll do an inner. I'll move it in again. I'll push the turret in one. Beg your pardon, I was burping. And come down a lower level like that. Hard to explain without actually showing you. So what I'll do is I'll do a jump cut here now and give you a better idea exactly what I mean. But I think you'll get the idea. Nobody's stupid, you know what I mean? You can sort of understand what I'm saying. I don't sometimes make myself clear sometimes, but yeah, so we'll come in a little bit further, and yeah, I'm kind of liking this idea now. So what I'll do is I'll finish one side of it, so I've got a good look of how it looks, and then we can work from that. Okay, so quick another jump cut, and that should be done. Hi guys, back after the jump cut. Okay, so what I've done, as you can see, I've built the outward struts plinth sort of thing. It was a lot of messing around, because obviously originally I wanted it to be a circular sort of thing, but because we're using the edge of a circle, it never quite looks like a circle. But I'm quite pleased with the result. Played around with different like kind of designs and stuff. I released I kind of removed blocks here and there and placed blocks in different places. I have done it on the other side as well, as you can see. So it's copied on the other side, and that took a while to do. So the idea is going to be, yeah, so I think we're onto something here now. I do like the design, the general look of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove the marker blocks, because we're going to want it to marry up to the main design of the wall. Right, so let's get rid of these. Okay, oh, this is going to be a problem. No, it's not going to be a problem at all. Just let's have a look how this works. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we can get rid of these, and get rid of them, and we can get rid of this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to lower this floor space here down. You should probably find it's going to be empty because that's where I've been building. And then we're going to lower it to the same height of this floor. Again, the markers will have to be removed. Most of the markers now are internal, so I'm not too fussed about them because they're always going to be hidden. That's a bit odd, but okay. Let's just make sure everything fits the way I want it to. Yep, that has to be there. Yeah, so I kind of like that. Get rid of these now. Like I said before, I'm not going to create the whole circle. I'm just going to have these little side pieces that come out. And then what we're going to have to do is marry them up to the... Well, we're going to have to do the exact same on the other side. I've written a plan. I always write down, or a word pad. I always write down exactly the details, what I did for each part of the build. Because then I can always refer back to it and say, right, it was 10 blocks this way, 3 blocks that way, blah 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 blah. And it just saves me a lot of kind of going backwards and forwards, looking at what I did, and that I can just actually get on with copying it. It's written on my own. There's no point in me giving you kind of details of it because it's written on my own kind of personal language, in the sense of I kind of do it. I give myself little cues and stuff. It's like even doing this now. I'm just wondering. I should have done that. Is it that? It is that. I think it's that. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so I give myself little cue points and stuff like that, saying blah blah. I'll give a reference to something and say X, Y, or Z is this, and it needs to be this, and yeah, but you get the message. But it wouldn't mean anything to anybody else. It's kind of just my own little internal code that I use to help me do these things. Sorry, my mouse is just crap. Let's finish this off. We've now got to put one block in there. Get rid of these blocks, and then finish the floor off. And then we can attempt to do the same thing on the other side. And then we need a block here. There should be a block on the outside there as well, actually. It's going to look odd if I don't put that block there. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 block. Alright, so it's okay. It's just an internal block. There are some marker blocks that need to get rid of as well. Get rid of these marker blocks. And yeah. Should probably need to do the other side as well because I use the same markers on both sides. But oh, I've just dropped the pissing block. I always do that. Yeah, so what I'm going to do next is obviously going to add it to both sides now so that the other side of the wall's got this exact same build. Like I say, I've got a template in my head, well, a template on paper anyway, that actually gives an indication of how it should work. But I think it come off quite well. I do like it actually. In fact, I like the design of it so much. These kind of look a bit redundant, so they're going to have to be played with a little bit to actually make them look better. Yeah, but these were only just like an idea anyway, like a weird idea that I had. But yeah, so you get the idea now. So when you run up the walls here, that needs to go. That needs to go as well. Yeah. So you got like these little outward parts that come out. Yeah, I think they look pretty cool. You don't want to drop off there. Yeah, so I'll do a jump cut now. I'll try and do it as best I can. As you can see, if I look up higher, the walkway now has a little bit of depth to it, rather than just being a flat straight run. So I'm going to work a little bit now and get this other side done. I thought there's something not right here. Because these blocks have got... No, something is not quite right. Let me just test something. This does happen. What have I done different here? For some reason, in my mind, it's looking different. 1, 2 blocks in, 1, 2. Yeah, there's something not right here. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. I kind of think I know what it is anyway. I extended this section out a little bit as a test. It should be the same on the other side though. Well, this is going to take a few minutes of mind-boggling tweakiness to actually work out exactly what I've done here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it comes in 1, 2. Yeah, something not quite right here. Okay, do a jump cut while I sort this out. Something's not quite right. Okay, I think I've worked out the problem. Basically, it was just a miscalculation on my behalf. Basically, what I'd done is these blocks weren't set up quite correct. So basically, let's just finish off testing it because I've just spent the last 10 minutes just wondering with myself how the hell I've made a mistake. So basically the edge block here that goes down the tower should have one step in front, then it has 2 steps with 1 block on top. This was where the problem was. So 1 block with 1 step in front, and then 2 blocks with 1 block on top. So I think that's about right now. I think. It's a bit of a weird one. Don't know how I didn't clock that. But this is how simple it can, you know, just a simple symmetrical issue can just create a massive, massive problem if you don't keep your eye on the ball. But I think it's solved. I do believe. I used a couple of markers to actually make sure everything was the way it should be. I do believe that's the way it should be now. I think, he says. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's right now. Yeah, I think that works now anyway. Yeah, so from that side it looks okay, and let's have a look from this side quickly. Oops. Wrong button. Wrong button. I'm just flying in all different weird directions. Yeah, I think I've got it right now. So what we're going to do, like I said, I'm going to copy this now and put it over to there, and then I'll also copy these central pillars there for the doorway, and I'll probably put them on the opposite side to so we know on both sides it's exactly the same. So I'll do a jump cut and I'll get these ones done. This is going to take me a couple of hours, I think. It's a lot of messing around, but it's all good fun. Ooh, beg your pardon. You know what I'm like for burping during recording. Yeah, so we'll do that, and I'll see you after the jump cut. Okay, bye. Hi guys, it's been a challenging couple of hours, but I think I've finally done it. As you'll see here now, both ends seem to have the same sort of structure on both sides. It was an absolute nightmare to get them symmetrical, but that's the nature of the beast. If you're going to do something intricate, then you have to work with it and just keep going. But I think I've managed to pull it off, and yeah, there we go. It seems to be exactly right on both sides. This side over here, this was the one I was building second. I had major issues. I had to keep running backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. I actually ended up taking a photo, as in like a print, like sorry, a screen grab of this image, because it was just getting too difficult to actually do again. It was just, oh god, the amount of work involved is like kind of baffling sometimes when you put yourself through this, but it's all good. So yeah, so now the wall's starting to take shape. So we have the turrets on either side now that are pretty much finished. We have these nice little jut out points. Don't know what they are. They're not really kind of buttresses or anything, but they are what they are. And this is going to be the entrance. I've decided that I'm going to make the entrance a bit more grand than this, because it looks a bit kind of lame next to these. Yeah, so what we'll do now is we're going to do a quick video, sorry, a quick jump cut on, so I've left some markers. I deleted all the markers from these sides because they were confusing things. So what I'll do is I'll finish up this video by... Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, I'll finish up this video by actually making these parts a lot more elaborate, because this is where the entrance is going to be. Yeah, so they deserve to be a little bit more grand than what they are at the moment. Yeah, so let's do a jump cut. And we'll see. So maybe a doorway as well, and there's going to be a lot of fiddling around with kind of, yeah, anyway, so not to bore you to death. Yeah, so we'll do a jump cut, and I'll see you on the after the jump cut. Okay, just as an FYI, this is kind of scale of the front door that we're doing. I always say we, because I do count you guys as kind of, you're on the journey with me as I do this. So what I would do now is knock out the wall. I'll give you an indication of exactly what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, so what we're going to do now is we're going to create some sort of gateway. It's going to be a little bit different from what I've seen from other sort of stuff. In fact, to be fair, I've not really seen that much. But I can imagine what people would do normally. Mine's going to have a bit of a twist to it, as a gateway for a castle goes. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Well, there's two reasons why I don't want to spoil it. Is because one, it probably won't work, and two, well, if it does, then I want it to be a bit of a surprise sort of thing. But I'm very unsure of whether this will actually pan out the way that I actually want it to. But you never know. Who knows? These things can happen. But the idea is a bit out there. Yeah, so you get the idea now of the yeah. So we're actually starting. Obviously, when we remove all the markers, because the markers need to stay there until I'm absolutely happy that the wall's done, which is not done at all by any means. But I think I've got enough space here to actually do what I want to do. So what we need to do is knock out this wall as well. No, we need to keep that in. So yeah, we'll knock out this wall from there to there, and then we've got a platform that we can work from. But this is going to be the actual main entrance, the castle gates, as it were. So let's just knock out these. This is how we're going to do it. I'm going to start using markers in a moment, so I know that I'm going in the right direction. Because markers are key. When it comes to making things symmetrical, you just need to use these little markers to help you out. It's not like I'd use one here as well, but I can go up. It's not too bad to actually see. Let's go up one more, and then we can go bum bum bum, and it should meet in the middle. Bum bum bum. There we go. Right, so this is going to be the major entrance to the actual citadel, you can call it, or I don't know, town. Well, it's going to be a city in the sense of medieval sort of scale of cities, as it were. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll clear all this up, and then we can have a look at the idea that I've got. I think it will work. The more I'm doing this now, and the more I'm looking around, because I'm actually looking around at the other part of the build as well as I'm doing this, in the sense of I'm looking at the structure, because I'm looking at how deep the structure is, how deep the walls are, and can I really make this work? And I actually think I can. So this will be interesting. Yeah. So we've got a main entrance now. Yeah, that kind of works. That. So as you can see, we're really getting some structure. We're really getting some kind of depth to the actual building. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll work from here now. I'll do a jump cut and I'll look at the gate, and then we'll see what happens from there. Yeah. So do a jump cut and see you in a sec. Hi guys. Okay. So basically, the idea that I'm running with here at the moment is I wanted a central place which has nothing in it, and I'll give myself a bit of a... Oh, I could get rid of this actually. I need to map out the size on either side. Yeah, so you get the idea. The reason why I've done a central kind of split there is because I'm going to add something to it. If it looks okay, then I'll keep it. If it looks crap, then I'll lose it, as usual. I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. Go along. We'll do this now. Just finish this bit off. There we go. Right. So, doesn't look quite as impressive from this side, does it? Because it hasn't got the two struts on either side. I suppose we don't need them. Well, I suppose I could do them on the other side as well, actually. And in fact, I need to do them on the other side. That's on my to-do list. But the reason why I've done this is because I want to include a drop gate. For those not knowledgeable about ancient, well, not ancient, but medieval architecture, basically the centre of most gates had a drop gate, which was basically a portcullis. So I'm going to build a portcullis and see if it works. It's going to have to. I'm going to have to work this out actually. It's going to have to come up from about here. So let's do this. Get rid of them. Right, okay. So it needs to come out as far as the actual gate itself. Is that coming down far enough? Or does it need one more? It doesn't really matter that much, but actually it probably does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's do the other side. Let's build up there as well. This is where the drop gate is going to hang from. I say hang from, it's just, if you want to do it properly. So let's do that. Okay, so basically I'm using nether stuff, nether whatever it's called, nether fence posts sort of thing. See, it looks a bit better than normal wood, because obviously I want it to be obviously in an ideal situation it would be an iron gate, an iron portcullis, but I don't have those tools available, in the sense of there's nothing in the game that could actually allow me to do that. So we can build down. I should probably build up, to be fair. See, that's going to be a bit of a problem. It's linking onto the sides. Actually, it's not the end of the world sort of stuff, but just let me change the time. Just makes life easier, so I can actually, because this stuff is really dark, so it's already hard to actually see. I'm not sure if this is going to work. In the sense of I don't know it's going to actually look. Oh, go away. It's going to look okay. Let's just try it. Let's just do it. Okay. Okay, so build up from this. Because the problem with it is, obviously, inherently, is the fact that it looks like fence posts. But then the portcullis was a matrix of stuff like this. It looked genuinely. Oh god, I'm building in the wrong pissing place. Bet you guys saw that before I did. Spent a few hours now doing this, so I'm getting a bit kind of head drunk, in the sense of I'm not thinking straight sometimes. Because the idea was I was going to do it like halfway. In fact, I'll do it halfway now, and then we'll see. But that would just allow people to walk straight through the centre. We'll do a halfway one, and then we'll see. Okay, what I'll do is I'll do a jump cut. I'm just going to finish this off, and then we can actually do it like properly, so we can get a good idea of how it will look. Oh, god damn it. That should work. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Let's do it. See how it looks. Okay, I'll jump cut and then we'll see. We'll see how the portcullis looks. Okay, so I'll do a jump cut now. Okay, one sec. Hi guys, back again. Okay, so I tried my drop gates, my I think it kind of panned out. I do like it. What I need to do is I have to put some lighting up here, but I'm going to change that now as we speak because I don't want visible torches, as it were. So we'll go 2 in and 2 in, so they face each other. Yeah. Then that works. Oh no, actually it's just one. Oh yeah, the second one. Okay, one sec. Get rid of these, put that back up there, put that back up there, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Yeah, so as you can see what I've done, I guarantee I won't be able to find the same spot again on this side. But does it really matter? No, because nobody's going to be walking through here. Put them there anyway. I think that's about right, but I don't know. It could be wrong, but it's not going to matter. I just want to hide the torches, but make it slightly lit so you can actually see the drop gate, or yeah, well, just the drop gate basically. So you can see what I've done here. What I need to do is actually get rid of these. I'll get rid of these. It's quite easy to do actually. Well, I say easy. It was just a lot messing around. God damn it. Yeah, but I kind of like it. I could actually extend that out a little bit. It's 4 and 4 on both sides, isn't it? Yes, 4. Yeah, it just stops people walking into the walls, I suppose. I'm not going to build the wall. In fact, no. What's the point in building the wall up on the inside again? Because then it'd just make it look stupid. But the reason why I've left it that wide, a bit wider than the wall, is because obviously I want to put lighting in there. And I think it looks pretty cool. It leaves enough room for people to walk through. Like I said before, there was a point where I thought I shouldn't do this because it made it too easy. But this will be a focal point of if you're going to attack the castle, then you're going to have to come through here. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump cut. I'm going to add these 2 sections to the other side of the wall. That's going to take 20 minutes, well, more than that. Take about 40 minutes or so, and then we'll have a look, and then we can start looking at removing some of these marker points. But there are still a couple of things I want to add into the centre between these. Yeah, so, but let's have a look from like a distance now. We are starting to look like a castle. Getting some really good kind of, I don't know, just it's looking really good in my book. So let's just carry on. I think the gate is looking really good. I might decorate a little bit more up on the top, but I'll get rid of these all first. But let me just marry these up on the other side, and then we're set to go. Okay, so last jump cut, and then we'll do a roundup, and then we'll end the video here, I think. So yeah, so jump cut. Hi guys, we're back. Okay, so basically the idea was to actually copy onto the other side the stuff that we had before, and to remove all the markers because we didn't really need them, apart from the central ones. As you can see, that's been done. Oh, has it? Mwahahaha. No, this is actually the opposite side of the building. I've managed to copy across. Took a while to actually get it all symmetrical again. I had to use markers as usual. And we now have a working opposite side of the building. Opposite side of the wall, that is. So as you can see, it all looks pretty much the same on both sides. As far as the door goes, I'm going to do some work on the top here. I'm going to make some sort of glyph or something there. I don't know, I've not decided yet. I don't know what you think. So what we're going to do is I'm going to remove all the central markers now from this side. So we can get rid of all these now and replace them. And we can get rid of them. Get rid of them, get rid of them, get rid of them, get rid of them. But hopefully you understood the kind of need to use these markers, and hopefully it'll help you in your builds to actually create builds like I build. I'm not saying my builds are great, I'm just saying that it's a system that I use that helps me. And if we pull out now, yeah, it's looking pretty cool. Obviously that's just a lighting thing over there. Yeah, I think it's coming together. Let's go a bit higher. Ignore the marker in the middle. Yeah. So this is like kind of a base way to do my main front wall. To actually do the next walls and stuff like that, I'm gonna have to get some people who've got skills with MC Edit to actually copy the walls out onto the sides, because to do this again by hand would actually be horrendously hard to get it all, like, make sure it's all symmetrical and stuff like that. But then again, like I said, the walls aren't going to be completely the same. It's not going to be a square. But actually looking at the size of it, maybe it will be a square because it's going to be huge. And then the next thing we're going to do is obviously have to work on where it's going to be placed in the world. So we're going to build the 4 walls. What I'm probably going to do is actually just build it as a square. Now I'm thinking about it. Build it as a square, and then we can work from there, and we can change the walls as we see fit. But as it stands, this is going to have to be the kind of generic look. Obviously I'm going to do a little bit more work here. I'm thinking doing something as simple as this. Let's have a look. One sec. Yeah, it's about low enough. Go to this one. Go. Wrong button. Dumb. Yeah, so go down to this height here, and then maybe come in 2 on either side. Then do a single down the center. Yeah. So when this is literally going to be decoration. Yeah, it's going to be something like that. Just decorate the actual walls. I'll probably do one there, and one there, and one there, and I think we're going to be done. So I'll do a quick jump cut. I'll just play around with this kind of idea, and then we'll see. Okay, see you in a sec. Oh, actually, what I might do as well is create a little bit of a lip roof over the top of this. So something along the lines of, this is no means kind of guarantee sort of thing, but I might do some sort of kind of lip across the top of the entrance and do it on both sides. But I'll have a look. I'll do a jump cut and then we'll see. Okay, catch you in a sec. Hi guys, welcome back. Basically what we've done now is we have played around with the walls. I've added these shield sort of images to the walls. I'm not quite finished yet, but I think we can start getting rid of these marker points and actually look how like the rest of the build will look like. Well, yeah. So I had to use these extra marker points here to actually make sure the shields were on the same kind of level. So let's get rid of all this stuff and then we'll have a look. I beg your pardon again. Let's get rid of all this stuff. I don't think we need it anymore. I think the next thing we'll do is we need to spread the walls out to make them actually, well, we need to make the actual circumference of the actual build. After that is when the real work starts. Obviously there'll be stuff that we need to build within the actual structure. There's going to be a whole city within inside this this build, but there's also going to be sorry, I beg your pardon. Um, Apart from the actual city build, like the structures inside, there's also going to be a sewer system, obviously, as I've done before. There'll also be. Sorry, I've got 1 second. Just 1 second. Let me mute my mic. Okay, I think that sorted it. I just have a big cough. Yeah, so we'll get rid of all this stuff now. Basically, on the inside, we'll create the wall system. There'll be a lot more than there's ever been before. Like in the city build, where I just built sewers and stuff like that, there will be all that kind of gumph. But there'll also be a lot more. I've got this big problem at the moment where I need to start going onto Worlds and recording. Taking images of schematics of mountains and stuff. Sorry, bear part of the time. I talk too fast. I do apologise. But yeah, I need to start taking some schematics of mountains and stuff, because basically the idea is obviously, I said in the other video, is we're going to build it on a high plateau sort of thing, and it's going to have a big waterfall coming off the side of it and blah blah blah, but that's going to take a lot of work. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the shape of it sorted. So basically I can add more or less this wall now to each 4 sides, and then we can place that into a world. We can MC edit it into a world. I'll get some help from some friends